What's up you guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I hope you guys are doing well, staying safe and all the rest of it. We're gonna get right into this. As you can see by the title, we're gonna be talking about 4 bags that I think are actually the best value for money. I'm going to be talking about 2 brands specifically in this video. I'm going to be covering Louis Vuitton and Chanel. So I've picked 2 bags from each brand that I feel like is a good place for you to start your collection within these brands. My idea behind this video is I focus mainly on 2 points, which is, well, mainly 3. So 3 best value for money in the sense of somebody who is starting their collection or is adding some of the more entry-level classic pieces, that type of thing, okay? So point number 1 that I want to make is definitely understanding the best value for money in the sense of what can you actually get for the amount of money that you're spending. Of course, we're talking about luxury bags, and honestly, all bags are expensive. Like, let's just be honest. Everything is expensive, and unless you have a couple bags in the bank, like, you know, money that's so disposable that you don't even have to think about your decisions in your purchases, then maybe this video is not for you, or maybe it is for you, I don't really know. So the second point that I kind of helped conclude my picks was the versatility of the bag. Let's just remember that these are collection starters. So I'm going to start off with the brand Chanel. Now, Chanel, as we know, is a expensive brand. It is a brand that has bags that range from the thousands immediately all the way through up to 10,000s. So Chanel is a brand that has a little bit more exclusivity to it because the bags aren't as attainable as some of the other designer brands that we know. So, in example, you could pay 3 times the amount for one Chanel bag that you would for a Louis Vuitton bag. Does that make sense? The first bag that I'm going to talk about from Chanel, which I think is definitely a good choice and is definitely value for money, would be, so why so happy there, I definitely will say, if you are luxe obsessed like the rest of us here, then definitely click that subscribe button down below and join us on my channel. I would really appreciate it if you did that, and you're probably sick of me saying that, but yes, anyways, please subscribe to my channel because it really does mean the world to me, and yeah, please subscribe. Thank you very much. The mini flat bag in lambskin. Now, in this bag, you can get the rectangular version and you can also get the square version. I'm specifically talking about the square version out of the 2. I mean, I personally prefer the square version out of the rectangular shape and the square one itself. That's just personal preference, but I'm specifically talking about the square one when it comes to best value for money. The first point to make here is the mini flat bags in the square edition range from about $3,000 to $200. Now, don't get me wrong, that's a lot of money. I know. Don't be like, Adila, what are you talking about? Is what? I understand that they're expensive bags. The fact is, it costs about half the amount that the large and the jumbo size actually cost. So therefore, in the grand scheme of things, this is on the lower side of the market in terms of monetary expenditure. I would say if you want to buy a Chanel bag but you don't necessarily want to spend like over 5 grand for the one that you want, I would definitely say that the mini flat bag is a good place to start. The rectangular ones do, I believe they're 3,500 starting point. Now, my point I'm going to make about this bag is they basically look like the Chanel classics. They have the classic look to them and they have the classic feel to them. Yes, they are, you know, smaller in size. They are full leather and they're also leather lined inside the bag. They have the Chanel classic features like the CC lock, the intertwined chain, and to be honest, I think they're adorable. They're adorable, and you get the classic look of Chanel for about half the price. I kid you not. Yeah. This is what I'm going to say. I'm going to say that this is the way that you want to go. If you want to go and you want to invest in a Chanel to start off with, get one that is your starter piece, and you don't want to like break your back and your bank over a bag from Chanel, then this is the way to go. And the thing about this is that you're never going to go wrong, right? If you go straight off and you buy a Chanel bag that's more on the trendy side, then the fact is you just blown about $5,000, $6,000, you know, okay, fine, from like $4,000 to $6,000 on a bag that isn't going to be a timeless piece. Now, I would say for such an investment, honestly, if it's your first one or in the start of your collection, or maybe it's your first Chanel bag in particular, then therefore I would say you definitely want to get a piece that you're not going to feel bummed out by after some time, because you're going to feel like it's not, you know, trendy enough or whatever the case may be. So I would definitely say stick to a more classic piece that isn't going to break the bank and is going to be here and favorable for many, many years to come. So let's switch it up. Let's go straight to Louis Vuitton, then we'll do Chanel, then we'll do Louis. So the bag that I would definitely pick from Louis is going to be the Neo bag. Now, I know that some of you are going to be thinking, well, why didn't you mention the Neverfull? Why didn't you mention the Speedy? And in fact, I will be mentioning one of these in just a second, but it's a bag that I just find to be quite sophisticated. I think it's visually stunning. It has more structural appeal than some of Louis' other entry bags. So I mean, okay, fine, let me just say it. Okay, so the Neverfull, I don't recommend buying the Neverfull as your first bag. I've spoken about this in a different video before, so if you want to know my reasons more so on that situation, then definitely click the video that I'll link up here somewhere, and I'll leave it in the description bar down below. I just don't, the Neverfull is a good bag, don't get me wrong, it is, but I feel like if you want to get a bag where you're going to feel like the purchase you just made, the money you just invested in was like a unique decision, it was a decision that you're not going to feel like everybody has, if you know what I'm saying, because the Neverfull is just, no, that one for me, I just can't even, I cannot, no. I have the Neverfull, I never use the Neverfull, that's just my honest, that's the only thing I can say to you. I never use this thing, okay? I'm waffling. The Neverfull gets me heated. Like, as you can tell, I'm like waffling about the Neverfull when I'm talking about the Neo. God damn it. Anyways, this bag in particular, I would say is a good one because it's not as popular as the Neverfull or the Speedy, an example. Not that there's anything wrong with the Neverfull or the Speedy. I'm talking about first starter collection bags. Definitely steer away from the Neverfull and consider buying the Neo because I just think it has a more of a sophisticated look. It's not as popular, so you're not going to regret buying it because you're going to feel like everybody has this bag when you're like walking around and whatnot. Like, this bag gives more of a luxurious feel to it, and let's be honest, when we are buying a piece of luxury, we do want to feel that little bit luxurious. So therefore, if you're going to go buy a Neverfull, that's just, you know, that's more on the basic side. Like, you can do that, but no. I keep talking about this fucking bag. It retails for $1,700, which in comparison to the Neverfull GM, which retails for $1,510, it is not that much more. I would say stretch your money just a little bit further and I guarantee you'll be even more satisfied with your purchase. So the next one we're going to talk about is the Coco handbag. Now, this bag is made out of grained calf skin. This one, I believe we have 3 different sizes. We have the small, which cost $3,700. We have the medium, or what I'm going to call the medium bag, for $4,000. And then you have the large Coco handbag, which costs $4,300. So for each size that you're going for, it's raising by $300. I'm sure you know your maths. So the one I'm specifically talking about, which is value for money, is the one in the middle. Medium size Coco handbag, I would say is definitely best worth of money. I wouldn't say necessarily go for the small one, because if we're talking about $300, now yes, we could easily say let's go $300 up, because it's either $300 down, or it's stay right in the middle, or it's go $300 higher, right? Personally, I would say unless you really need a big bag, I wouldn't necessarily go for the large one. I would say stick right bang in the middle, and you're going to get your money's worth. You're going to get that you got a decent size. If you got the small, you wouldn't necessarily feel like, maybe if I spent $300 more, I should have got the medium size. You know what I'm saying? But I would say stick in the middle, because it is a better one out of the two or out of the three options. So the fact about this bag is it has some of the classic features that the flat bags have as well, but you're getting it at a much lower price. Again, if you have all the money that you need, or you just specifically want to get like a classic flat bag, then by all means go ahead and do that. I'm specifically talking to somebody who wants a Chanel bag but doesn't want to spend, or wants to spend on the lower amount of money but still wants to invest in Chanel and still wants to have a classic piece that will last within their closet or wardrobe for a very long time. As I said, you have the classic features, well, most of the classic features from the other Chanel bags, except at a lower price. And honestly, the craftsmanship of this bag is beyond phenomenal, and it is one that I would definitely recommend you guys invest in. It is one of their classic pieces, and it's forever going to be a classic bag. Now, it does have the take on, you know, one of the more Chanel trendier bags that have the top handle bags, but it's not exactly, it's not the most seen. Does that make sense? Like, yes, people have this bag, but right now anyways, currently we have other top handle bags that you can get that cost a lot and a lot and a lot more. So if you want the same type of vibe but the same functionalities but a slightly lower price bracket, then I would definitely say that the Coco handbag is the way to go. I mean, honestly, this bag is just beautiful. It speaks for itself. I don't necessarily think that we need to go to the other top handbags that you can get within Chanel in order to get the same type of feeling, functionality, craftsmanship. You know, I mean, the features are the same. You get the CC twist lock, you get the detachable intertwined chain, you know, you get very, very similar features. Yes, of course, there's some that you don't get. But my point is, again, remember who I'm talking to. I'm talking to the people that want to invest in Chanel, but they want to start somewhere that's like not going to give them heart palpitations. Because let's be honest, not everybody's got dollars and dollars and dollars to be spending on bags upon bags. What I'm trying to say is you could basically get a Coco handle bag and a mini flat bag in the square edition put together for one of the same amounts for another Chanel classic bag. Like, honestly, just think about how much can you stretch your money. And these bags aren't to say because they're slightly cheaper the craftsmanship is less of quality, because it's not. You still get decent quality bags. All right, so the last bag I'm going to talk about is from LV, and it is the Speedy. Now, I have a love-hate relationship with this Speedy, because the Speedy is similar to the Neverfull in the sense of it is a bit more of a popular bag and a bag that you will see around a lot more than, say, the Neo. Like, I'm somebody who likes pieces that I'm not going to see everywhere that I turn my head. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be able to feel as though that, just feel that little bit extra special about the pieces that I have, because I feel like they're, you know, a bit more unique, a little bit more special. Now, I understand that these bags are not crafted especially for me or especially for one person, but I still feel like you can achieve that without going for one of the bags that is being overproduced and is being attacked by the replica market, because let's just not even begin. The Speedy can fall into that category, yes, that is true. But I still feel that the Speedy is better than the Neverfull. It's cost friendly in terms of price. Yes, again, it's a luxury bag. It's going to cost you some money. However, it's a bit more achievable and a little bit more attainable. And it's a nice bag. It's a durable bag that lasts years upon years upon years. I know some people that have this bag and they've had it for like 9-10 years and it is in pristine condition. Of course, it all depends on how each person takes care of their bag individually, but you get what I'm saying. The canvas material that Louis uses is just phenomenal in terms of duration. Now, you can get the Speedy bag from as little as $1,080 currently right now. If you wanted to notch things up a little bit, then you would be spending at least $1,100, and if you went up a little bit even more for the Speedy Bandolier 25, $1,530. See, price wise, they are kind of on par with the Neverfull. Of course, if you're trying to buy a bag that you need a ton of space for. The Neverfull is going to be the bag that you need to go for regardless of anything that I'm saying. Or a different tote bag from a different brand. If you want a tote bag from Louis and you just need a ton of space, then yes, the Neverfull is going to be for you. Regardless of anything else that I say about it, it's a good bag for space. You need space, go for the Neverfull. But if a space thing is not your issue, then I would recommend going for a Speedy. One of the variations, entirely it's up to you. If you want one on the smaller side, go for the smaller one. If you want to get the 25 or 30, definitely jump up and do that. But in terms of prices and variations, amongst the Neverfull, the Speedy, or the Neo, there isn't that much of a drastic jump, so you do have options to play with, and you can go in store and actually try out the bag to see which one actually suits you and your needs. What would be the other bag from Louis that I would recommend if this is your starter collection? So whilst we're here, I guess I'm definitely going to say to you guys, if you are obsessed like the rest of if you are fuck me. And so that's going to be it, you guys. If you did enjoy this video, then definitely subscribe to my channel down below and stick around for a little bit longer. Definitely click this video right here. I do always give a little bit of a variation as for different videos that you want to watch. I link them all down below, and enjoy the content, and I will see you guys in the next video. Okay, bye.